They built cities into cliffs that still stand after 700 years. Then one day, they simply walked away. No war. No plague. No conqueror. An entire civilization vanished from their masterpiece homes, leaving behind only silence and a mystery that haunts us still. The year is 1290. In the alcoves of what we now call Mesa Verde, over 20,000 people live in the most sophisticated cities north of Mexico. Their stone towers reach 4 stories high. Their apartments number in the hundreds. They have running water, astronomical observatories, and trade networks spanning 1,000 miles. These are not primitive cave dwellers. These are master engineers who chose to build their civilization vertically into cliff faces for reasons we are only beginning to understand. And here is the mystery that has haunted archaeologists for over a century. Within a single generation, every single one of them will be gone. Not dead. Just gone. They will seal their doors, pack what they can carry, and walk away from everything their ancestors spent 7 centuries building. The question is not just where they went. The question is why. But to understand why they left, you need to understand what they built. And here is where it gets extraordinary. Around 600 AD, while Europe stumbled through its dark ages, the ancestors of these people began constructing something unprecedented. They started on the mesa tops with simple pit houses. Then they developed above-ground structures. Then multi-room complexes. Then entire planned communities. And then, around 1150 AD, they did something no other civilization in history has done. They moved their entire society into vertical cliff alcoves. Think about that for a second. They had perfectly good cities on flat ground. But they deliberately chose to relocate everything into almost inaccessible cliff faces, building upward into natural stone overhangs hundreds of feet above the canyon floor. If you think that sounds like people running from something, you are asking the right question. Now let me show you something most people never see. Pause 2s, at Chaco Canyon, 200 miles southeast, the Ancestral Puebloans built something even more astonishing. Great houses containing over 600 rooms each, aligned with perfect astronomical precision. During summer solstice, a dagger of sunlight pierces spiral petroglyphs at exactly the right moment. During winter solstice, 2 daggers of light frame the spiral perfectly. These were not lucky accidents. These were calculated over centuries of observation. And here is where the mystery deepens. Chaco was abandoned first. Around 1150 AD, the same time the Mesa Verde people moved into their cliffs, Chaco went dark. Its roads fell silent. Its great houses emptied. Something happened in the mid-1100s that sent shockwaves through the entire Puebloan world. Something that made even the greatest achievements feel unsafe. The evidence for what happened is written in the trees. Through dendrochronology, the science of reading tree rings, we can reconstruct rainfall patterns year by year for the past 2,000 years. And what we find is terrifying. Starting in 1090 AD, the Four Corners region entered what scientists call a megadrought. Not a bad year. Not a bad decade. 50 years of failing crops. 50 years of drying springs. 50 years of watching everything you depend on slowly disappear. But here is what makes this truly disturbing. The Puebloans had survived droughts before. They had water management systems that collected rainfall from miles of mesa top, channeling it into reservoirs. They had storage rooms that could hold years of surplus corn. They were prepared. So why did this drought break them when others had not? The answer lies in something far more sinister than weather. But here is what nobody tells you about this story. Pause 2s, the drought did not just kill crops. It killed trust. Archaeological evidence from the late 1200s reveals something chilling. Defensive towers. Sealed doorways. And in some sites, evidence of violence that archaeologists still debate how to describe. When resources collapse, cooperation collapses with them. Communities that had traded for centuries began seeing neighbors as threats. The cliff dwellings were not just homes. They were fortresses. Those tiny hand-and-toe holes carved into cliff faces. They could be defended by a single person. Those T-shaped doorways, designed so attackers could only enter sideways, one at a time. The Puebloans did not move into cliffs because they loved the view. They moved there because the world above had become too dangerous to live in. And this changes everything about what happened next. So imagine this. It is 1285 AD. You are third-generation cliff dweller. You have never known anything but stone walls and ladder climbs and watching the horizon for danger. Your grandparents remember when people traveled freely. Your parents remember when trade caravans came through. But you remember only drought, only rationing, only the